Alright, this is Smurf Devil 3. We have Smurf Devil versus Metallica, the Superman villain, Metallica, the man with the cryptocurrency heart. Pratt Son did this too. His first issue, Metallica was the villain in that. I really enjoy our opening. I enjoy the issue. I enjoy the whole series even. I will come to that. But the opening sequence has Smurf Devil go to Stars. He goes to get some tests done and to see if they could do anything about his predicament. Jenna Malone from the director's cut of Batman v Superman Dawn of Justice is on this page. And we have got all your favourite Stars officers here. Jill, Chris, Wesker. It's a good bit though, because it both explains to a new reader and further develops for an hard reader what is going on with Smurf Devil. He has been mystically trapped and molecularly bonded to the Smurf Devil armoured stunt suit. Science cannot help him because of that magic element that fused them, and magic cannot help him because of that science element, i.e. the suit. The mechanical suit is the science part. This page here, recapping the first two issues of the series, made me go, this is a really good book. When I say I like Smurf Devil, people usually are like, why? Or they have written Smurf Devil off purely from a point of him seeming a naff, failed character. It is obviously a patchwork of familiar ideas and tropes, but they surprisingly all work together and work with, or even create, the tone of the title. It just works, I think. It's fun. It is fun to read. And yeah, a villain like Shockwave is a bit shite, and the sort of bad guy that I would bash in another book as lame or generic, but it worked within what he was used for in issue 2. And I invite anyone to debate me on if I am going soft on Shockwave. It's my resurrected from the grave, crazy character, cyborg raging 15-year-olds. What do you make of this Smurf Devil issue, Cyborg? Das is all rapath at the enema and monger diddleman. I am just like Linkara. Really. He had fucking Mecha Linkara, didn't he? That was like his arch enemy. Mecha Linkara. We quickly learn that Shockwave, who I have never even bothered to come up with a name for, he is working for Metallica. Last issue, when he was trying to steal stuff, he was doing it for Metallica. Now this is pre-Christmas on Infinite Earths, so I was completely unaware of this look for Metallica. The weird orange armour with green bits. It reminds me of Professor Power from various Jim Tomatoes comics, another character who I have never even bothered to come up with a name for. Same colour scheme for the armour. We have some quick subplots. Kent at the news station. Spoilers, Kent is secretly Superman. And then we have the book's ongoing thing with Marlowe, a movie, and the legal troubles of Dan Devil. I do really enjoy that subplot. The studio, they have an injunction that is demanding that Dan Devil no longer wear the Smurf Devil suit in public because it is potentially bad for publicity. They don't know that he cannot remove it. Elsewhere we have Sharon, the book's sort of bland love interest. She is going to join Dan Devil in the Metro Centre. She wants to help him deal with his new affliction. We get a flashback of a scene we never saw, where Smurf Devil walked out on her by nearly quoting The Room. The book's use of flashbacks is maybe a bit, let's call it strange. There's a similar one last issue. A character will say something that we've not seen, but should have seen, and then we get the flashback shown that it meshes with the pace and the style of the series, but if you stop to think about it, it is quite a bad habit for a writer. What happens is Metallica attacks Stars because he wants to steal all their crypto. He wants all their Ethereum and all their Doge. And what was that scam one that Boogie did? Well, he wouldn't want that. It was worthless. What is this? A lol cow special? We've had Linkara and Boogie 2988. And Ranting for Vengeance is practically a lol cow too. Where's Keemstar, hey? Wait, Metallica, I would... Actually, Ranting for Vengeance probably loves Metallica. Deaf to pose as, yeah. But Metallica, the character, the Superman villain, I would normally explain them about now, but I don't know when Metallica was created or by who. With Superman in general, I am way more familiar with the post-Christmas on Infinite Earths landscape than the pre-Christmas stuff. The Triangle years, that's what I know. Metallica is radically different in the form I recognise. He was in Jason Byrne's first issue on the main series. I remember the cover. I've not read that one, but I know Metallica as a guy made out of metal. But before Christmas on Infinite Earths, he seems to be a guy in armour. This is his Who Is Who, which is this version. Apparently, they are different guys. This one is the brother of the guy I am more familiar with. And here is the profile for Shockwave. And I got this myself. I bought this on Amazon for Kindle and spent 2 hours learning how to remove the DRM so that I could rip this page for you to see. I put that effort into my videos and I'll get 50 views. And some bigoted rat who has nothing of any value to see on anything will pull 5k each video where he calls James Gunn's Superman gay. Metallica, as his minions, shoot down Smurf Devil. He's not interested in him. He is already preparing for Superman interfering in his plans. Metallica is able to transform the entire building into crypto. And because Superman was raised in a small farm town, one of his main weaknesses is that he doesn't really understand money. He doesn't have a digital wallet. He's a paper money man. We learn for the first time, I think, that the mystical union of Dan Devil and the suit also comes with instant repairs. It heals where he was blasted with lasers. It heals in seconds. I think there's some argument that maybe Smurf Devil might be a tad overpowered. He is on the inside though. He can stop Metallica while Superman tries to skim the Wikipedia article on Bitcoin and still not wrap his head around it. Smurf D makes short work of Metallica's mercenary militia. Now he is ready to face the villain. So here is Smurf Devil versus Metallica. We get a sizable fight between the two. It's great. If you saw the cover and the prospect modestly excited you, you are catered to well here. Afterwards, Superman gets in. Superman meets Smurf Devil for the first time. And I want to be critical of something here. When Superman had his first team-up with Firelord, he straight away invited Firelord to join the Justice League. Firelord was on the Justice League, like, immediately on the back of one team-up with Superman. Smurf Devil doesn't get extended the same courtesy. What does Firelord have that Smurf Devil doesn't? Smurf Devil, he would be a fine addition to the League, and he doesn't join the team until a bad run in the 90s, the mid-90s. Superman does at least offer to try and help Smurf Devil by taking him to Satana, thinking that since science wasn't his salvation, maybe the answer lies in magic. It doesn't. Good issue though. Fun from beginning to end. A villain that most comic book readers know. We have Superman. It's a good comic, this one. I think I will give it 7... What was it? Fatty Coin? The Boogie one is Pump and Dump Scam. Fatty Coin or something like that. He did the video with his underage girlfriend in a bikini and he was shirtless. It was fucking gross. He was trying to make fun of Andrew Tate.
Buy my fatty coin, and you too can delete yourself from inside the Matrix.
Well, I give this 7 fatty coins up.